John Walsh. You're a real Covey.
A real Covey, yeah.
Where were you born?
I was born at the Quay.
What part? What part?
Upper Quay.
Upper Quay.
Upper Quay, yeah.
How long ago was that? About?
65 years ago.
65 years ago.
Yeah.
And has Westport changed much?
Oh, a lot.
In what
A
way?
lot. It was only a little village that time.
In what way? What's the biggest
Now
change?
it's a city.
Is it better or worse?
Oh, I say for the good.
Yeah. What are the biggest changes you would be able to describe now?
Oh, the amount of houses unreal. Lovely houses. A lovely town.
And what do you think it makes the town lovely?
All the centre of the town, the way they take care of the mall and all that. And you really kind of get lost in Westport. There's so many roads.
Mm. And where did you go to school?
I started at the Quay School.
Who was teaching at that time?
And I think Flatley was the name.
Flatley.
Husband and wife team.
Two of them in the month school, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
And then?
And then we moved into the Leanon Road, McBride Terrace. And I went to school in Westport then.
And were the houses in McBride Terrace new at that time?
No,
Fresh a bit?
No.
You bought a house?
Yeah.
That's where the old workhouse was one time, was it?
That's correct, yeah.
You never saw the old workhouse, no?
No.
And do you know when them houses were built first?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Going back a long time.
And where did you go to school next then?
The old, it's Dunn Stores now on Kettlebar Street.
Okay. And who was teaching you there?
There was, Jimmy Hughes was one of them. There was a brother Coleman.
That was the Christian Brothers, was it?
Christian Brothers, yeah.
Were there any lay teachers in it? Well, Jimmy was a lay teacher, wasn't he?
Porry Flynn taught me for a few weeks.
Did he?
He did.
Yeah. He must be fresh out that time, was
He
he?
was filling in for a guy that got married. He was Harrington from around Castlebar.
Teacher, yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of stuff were you learning there that time?
Oh, you're going back too far now.
I must suppose standard English, Irish, maths.
Yeah. Of course, we were kind of big into sport as well.
Did you play yourself?
Hurling, yeah. Hurling and Gaelic.
You not play soccer?
Soccer wasn't heard of.
Wasn't heard of, wasn't
It
it?
wasn't heard of that time.
It wasn't approved by the brothers, I think, was it?
That's more like it, yeah.
Okay. And what team did you play with in town?
Oh no, just the local teams.
Just the
school teams.
School teams, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you didn't play with the Key Hearts or anything like that ever, no?
No.
Do you remember the Key Hearts?
I do.
Who was on the Key Hearts teams?
I don't remember.
Can't remember them
No,
either,
no,
yeah.
no.
And what did you do then? You went working, did
I was
you?
working then.
Who'd you work for?
I worked for Hughes's on Bridge Street,
Doing what?
selling shoes.
Selling shoes. Oh, the shoe shop.
Shoe shop.
At the
No,
time.
not the shoe shop. No, there was two shops on Bridge Street.
Mm.
Port West now was the one I was working at.
Yeah. And they had their shoes as well, did
They
it?
had shoes, yeah,
And had anything else?
drapery, and there was a women's section as well.
And what age were you then? About?
Oh, 14 I think I started working.
Started at 14, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
What was the money like that time?
I don't know, but the day I left, my take-home pay was £8 and 1 penny.
And was considered to be reasonable wages around here, was it?
It was, yeah.
It was a wage, yeah. And what did you where did you go then when you left
Where
Hughes?
did I go then? I went, oh God, where did I go then? I went to England for a few months. Didn't like it back there at all. Came back here. I was holding down the music, so that way I could stay alive.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually ended up in oil trucks.
Mm-hmm. And who did you work for in the oil trucks?
Two guys in Castlebar, Tom Higgins and John Dunn, Jet Oil.
Jet Oil, yeah.
Yeah, moved on from that then onto Top Oil.
Mm-hmm.
And moved from there on to Statoil. And I finished up with Emo.
So that was they were the main distributors in the last 20, 30 years. 40
30 years, yeah.
30 years, yeah.
30 years I was at.
Was it tough work?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah. You wouldn't want to be sickly at
it. All home delivery?
With some petrol deliveries as well. I was trained for all that.
Out to garages, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a winter business mostly, was it?
Well, of course, summer then you had the farmers and the boats.
Okay, so you done the boats too, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Down the Quay?
No, yeah. Some of them on the Quay, but mainly Clare Island, Innish Turk.
Both?
Get them at Runa.
Get them at Runa.
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of diesel were you putting into them?
Well, mainly it was red diesel at the time, and then it moved on to green diesel, and some of the houses in kerosene.
You've seen the price of oil rise, have you?
Oh, I did, yeah.
What was the cheapest you thought?
Don't remember that now, but
A lot cheaper.
way cheaper.
Yeah. That would be the 70s, is it?
Good, yeah.
You like music?
Oh, yes.
How did you get into music?
I got into it through Basil Morahan. I served a time under Basil Morahan. And funnily enough, a famous man in this town, the two of us started the same night, Jackie Foley,
In the same band?
same band.
With Basil? Was he the leader? He was the leader, was he?
He was the top notch. And Liam Grealis was in it, from Falduff and Lewisburg, and John Ryan from Kilmena.
And what did you call yourself?
The Beat Minstrels.
The Beatmen. And did you last for long?
2.5 years I was with him, and he had a few years before that, Basil himself.
And what kind of music did you play?
It was mainly bread and butter stuff, country western, and anything you could dance to. Waltzes, quick step, rock and roll.
And what kind of venues did you go to? Or where did you
Did
play?
a lot in them times. Basil was very big in Connemara. And of course we did the Belmullet area.
So it was kind of, and did you do much around Westport?
Oh, we had, no, not that big now around Westport that time. But as the years went on then, and it came into the pub scene, then I was doing a lot in Westport.
So there was no pub scene when you started, much,
There was one pub,
in Westport?
no, Morriscabby.
Or Scabby?
Morriscabby, yeah.
No, you did.
A Saturday night, Basil did it on his own, of course we all gathered. It was the only place that was running music, so...
And was it? What year would that be about, approximately?
Oh,
70s?
oh no, 65 I think.
65, was it?
Yeah.
And was there nobody doing music in Westport at the time? That you know about, anyway?
Oh, they weren't into it.
They weren't into it.
I think the nearest one then would be the Raftery Room in Kilchamaw.
That's right, I remember that. And do you know who was the first to do the music in Westport?
Morriscabby, as far as I know.
But in Westport Town?
Oh, it could be the West.
Go with the West. They were into it early.
They were, yeah.
Did you ever play in there?
Tom Gill, of course, too.
Tom, yeah. Angler's West.
That's Tom
That was
Gill.
Tom, yeah. And you got a music partner?
I have.
Yeah.
I still have.
And where did you come across her?
Oh, she found me.
She found you?
Yeah.
Through music?
To music and dancing, yeah.
And she's a great singer.
She's well fit to go, yeah.
Well fit to go. Does she play anything?
No,
She sings there. That's Maureen.
that's right, yeah.
And how long are you together? How long are you together musically? Are we together marriage-wise and musically?
Oh yeah, we got married when we were at the music 43 years ago, 1970.
And you're still at it?
We're still at it. This year had a break then for the youngsters and back into it again.
Okay. She likes it too, yeah?
Actually does, yeah.
Do you like it?
Oh yeah.
What do you like
Oh, you
about it?
wouldn't do it if you didn't like it.
Wouldn't do it for the
Not
money.
after all these years.
What do you like about music anyway?
I get a buzz,
You get a buzz.
and that's really what keeps you at it.
And what kind of stuff are you into? Country western mostly, is it?
More or less what I started off with Basil, country western and a bit of Irish and mainly anything you can dance to. A waltz, quick step, foxtrot, slow waltzes.
Do you have a list of music or do you do it out of your head?
We mostly do it out of our head.
Yeah. And who decides which
Suit
one?
the occasion.
And who decides which one? Who calls the shots?
I call the shots.
You call the shots.
I call the shots. I'm the one that hits the bum notes as well.
You play guitar.
I play guitar and I play what's known as bass pedals.
What's that?
It's I have a unit there that I can bring down onto my feet. There's bass pedals under my feet, and I can change the chords.
Okay. And do you use the drum?
That's all part of the unit.
That's all part of the unit.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
I'm a one-man show band.
There's a lot of electronics you can use now in music, is there?
Yeah.
When did they start coming in? Like when you started out first, had Jimmy
Well, I started off as a drummer.
as the drummer, yeah.
Yeah,
You got a drum,
a drum kit, a drum machine.
yeah.
And
When
I
did
played
it?
the drummer.
When did they come in?
Oh,
do you
God
think?
knows.
Did you have them from the beginning?
I did.
You did, so it's
I
back,
did, yeah.
back in the 60s anyway, is it?
No, not as far back as that.
Yeah. And were you affected by discos?
Oh, yeah. We took a hammer.
Took a hammer and
We took a real hammer, yeah.
well, they killed the show band, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
It was a bit of a comeback
It was
though.
us that brought back the live music again, then not the show bands.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a smaller group, was it?
With
Small
the
groups.
pub group, yeah.
I suppose the show bands were economically not possible anymore with the 7 or 8 people.
Yeah, well, you couldn't put them in. You couldn't fit them in a lot of the pubs anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Only the big ones.
Yeah. So you have a good life.
Yeah.
Were you into sport ever? Did you ever do any sport when you were young?
No, only when I was going to school.
Music was your thing?
Music was my thing, yeah.
Did you have a guitar?
You didn't have time for sport then when you were involved with the music.
Did you have a guitar when you were young now, when you were like teenager?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Did you ever get a lesson?
The first, I did, yeah. I was shown the chords by a guy. He's around the town now too. Teddy Morton was his name.
Where was he from?
Oh, he's from the cottages as well, same
Okay.
as me. The
And-
workhouse cottages.
Was he a good guitarist himself?
He was, yeah.
And
There was a group there. There was Frank Hastings. There was Noel Feeney. Ollie Welch. There'd be a few more in and out.
and Johnny McNally in that, was he?
Johnny McNally would have been part of that. Yeah.
What was their name?
I don't think they had any name.
And did they last for long?
As we were growing, Frank McCaffrey was another one too.
They were all good talented singers and players, weren't they?
Yeah, all,
They were.
all well fit to go. Yeah.
Oh, well fit to go, yeah. Who was your favourite musician? Who was your favourite star? Singer.
The guy I followed all over the years was Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Naturally enough. But I admire Dr. Hook at the Medicine Show.
Do you sing his songs? Dr. Hook's?
I do a few of them.
Yeah, a few of them, yeah.
You can't spend all night doing them.
How would you describe your own voice? Are you a bass?
Oh, I wouldn't be up to speak.
You're not bad.
But the Queen is well fit to go.
Yeah. Well, she's soprano, is she?
Yeah, we have an unusual arrangement. She has the voice and I have the songs
Yeah, she was the songs. And the guitar.
and the guitar. Yeah.